if you don't know, I am Stella or stellalasaurus, and I am a cosplayer for like 10 years, more than 10 years. Ooh, we're gonna have some light issues, that's fine. It's gonna be that way. It is winter. It's the time of year where lighting is non-existent. It just doesn't exist anymore. The rules are out the window. And I waited until like the sun was setting to film this, so it's my own fault. But I went to AnimeNYC City this last weekend, right before the holiday, and AnimeNYC City is really weird, not in a bad way. And a lot of the issues that I have with it, they actually like put out a thing to say that they're changing it and it will actually be fixed for next year. So this was like the last year of the weirdness, but the last 2 years have been kind of weird. And I just wanted to, like, they gave me the ticket, I'm gonna say, they gave me 2 tickets, they gave me an influencer badge, and then they gave me one to have a handler. So I brought 3 people with me over the weekend. I got to bring 3 friends and we all got to hang out. So that was really cool. And that was like the first con I think that I've been gifted a badge, that they gave me one for a handler as well. And I think that helped immensely, especially if you want content from people. That's really cool. Thank you for that. That was really neat. And it helped a lot because I had somebody to be there and film for me, which was really exciting. That being said, this con is weird. The schedule is really strange. We didn't get in until 2 p.m. on the first day, and it went until 7, and then panels went until 10, but I don't usually go to panels at cons. So yeah, we didn't get in until 2 p.m. So I got to eat lunch at home, which was cool, but also really strange. And then the second day it started at 10, and then it went until 7, so that was like a full day. And then the last day was 10 until 4. Really weird schedule. Had to keep on top of what day was what. Do I think that would have been the best decision for, I mean, again, they're changing this next year. They are going to have like a set normal con schedule, which will be really cool. I think they do deserve that. And they're going to have more space, which was my other issue. Because it is in the Javits Center in New York City. It's the same place that New York Comic Con is held, but they don't have the entire space that New York Comic Con has, but they are getting to the point where they have the same amount of people. And that makes it so you guys are kind of sardined in a little bit, especially in the exhibitors hall, which is like the only thing they really have to offer is you can go and do the exhibitors hall, because that area where you hang out with the food trucks for New York Comic Con is non-existent as well. So there's not really like an outdoor area to take a breather in. The downstairs is pretty clear. So even if you wanted to get out of the crowd to go, like I would need to film, there wasn't really a place to do that. Yeah, it's like, it's not bad. They're fixing that next year. They're gonna have more space because they are changing it to a August con, which is a little bit worrisome because that is thunderstorm season around here and it is really warm. So hopefully that will be stuff that is thought of. But no, I do actually really like this con. We had a really good time. I hung out with Gabe, who's Gabe James Games. Some of you know him from my content, some of you know him from the plethora of things he does in the world. I hung out with him all last AnimeNYC City as well. I got to hang out with him this time. I brought my friend Alex, and I brought my friend Nat, and then I brought Lex, and they all seem to have a really good time. Lex went one day with me last year, and I think Nat goes every Sunday. Then Alex had been to like one other anime con and went to this one with me and had a really good time. That being said, I did meet a lot of people. I got to meet a lot of people who follow me, which is always what I want to go to cons for. I love seeing the people there and I love making friends and I like seeing the cosplays. I was kind of bummed, and this is just from previous con experience, that I wish there was a cosplay section. Maybe it was downstairs and I just didn't see it, but usually there is like a cosplay repair, cosplay area in a lot of cons, and we did not have that one there. But I don't know, maybe I just didn't see it. The dealer's hall being the only thing to do is a little hard. I mean, there are panels and a lot of them are like industry panels, which is really cool. As somebody who doesn't do panels, the only thing to do was walk around the dealer's hall and film videos. It's like, I don't dislike it. I really do like this con. I am very excited to see the things that I have not liked about it get fixed next year. I'm really excited that like they've actually are changing stuff. So a lot of the stuff that I'm complaining about isn't even like a thing that's going to be a problem coming up. But AnimeNYC City is very fun, and I saw a lot of my friends saying that they want to do that next year instead of like their local cons, and I say go for it. I think New York City has a really cool anime scene. I think a lot of the people who go to AnimeNYC City are very cool. There was, oh, one of the things, there was a lot of music being pumped in this year, so it was really hard to hear. A lot of people don't know I can't hear very well on this side. I can hear, I just can't hear as well. So with like all the music and stuff being pumped in, it was like listening to 2 songs at once and trying to shout to your friends, and it was a little much, but it was a very good vibe. Everybody was having a good time. It was just a little much. Especially when it's like only, because it was in the like cosplay area where everybody hangs out, and then you had a bunch of music blasting and everybody talking. It was just really big. But then, I don't know. It happens. People are blasting music at cons all the time. I do like this con. I do. I'm not saying I don't like it. Please if you want to come to a New York anime con, if you want to come to a New York con that is a little bit smaller than New York Comic Con, go for it. It's very good. It's a very good time. I've had fun both years I've gone. And like I said, they're changing the things that I have complaints about, so it's like probably even gonna be better than what I am thinking about now. So the first day I went to the Animal Crossing. It was my like chill with friends and figure out what's like in the area. I have like a really good look because the second day I did Jinx, and with her wig and stuff I can't move as much without having to like haul her over my shoulder. So, and then we were stuck doing photos for a lot of it, which is really cool. I will never complain about that, but I did not see as much as the exhibitors hall that day as I did the first day, and we planned accordingly because Animal Crossing is not nearly as popular as some of the other stuff. We just took that day to have a day. The second day we did that and we filmed and it was a good time. We did our little arcade group, and then the last day I did Roxanne from FNAF, and that was the day that I was probably stuck in one place for most of the day. And I will never complain. It was amazing. It was wonderful. People were lovely. But I did not see a whole lot of the convention that day, so I can't really speak on like what was good or bad because I was mostly in that area outside of the dealer's hall or like just below it. It was a good time. I had a really good time. The thing I would like to, this is just a convention thing, I'm begging people to ask for photos before you go to take photos. It happened a lot on the last day of New York Comic Con for me, and then this time as well. It was a lot of people taking video or pictures when I wasn't ready or wasn't even asking, and I just, please. Please don't do that. If people are sitting, don't take pictures of them. If they're eating, just, you'll find them, I promise. And if not, it's not gonna be the end of your world, I'm sorry. But it was one of the things I've noticed the last two cons I've gone to. Anime New York City had an entire Crunchyroll section in the top area where the cosplay area is usually at New York Comic Con, so it was one big plane, and then the panel room was in the back for like Crunchyroll, which was cool. It was a lot of the experiences and like the anime sets and like photo ops. I didn't take that many pictures there, but yeah, that was cool. I do kind of still wish it was the cosplay area, especially because that is usually the most air-conditioned area in the Javits Center, so taking a break for cosplay is really nice up there. And it was kind of just like a aisle where they shuffled people one way or the other, so there wasn't really a time to like chill unless you were in line for one of the interaction things. I don't know, but I did like it. I highly recommend it if you want to come to a New York con that is not New York Comic Con. New York Comic Con is also really fun though. Just depends on what your niche is and what you enjoy doing and who you know who's going, you know, things that balance into every con. Anime New York City was really fun, and I hope to get to go to it again in the future. I know like sitting and talking videos aren't like everybody's cup of tea, so if you stuck through this, thank you very much, and I hope to make little reviewy videos for you guys. I know some people enjoy them when they're working on other things to just listen to somebody talk in the background, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.